Hi, it is iYikKam time again. So I have received many messages continuously since days ago, asking me why do I drop the term internal, debunk internal, and so forth lately. Okay, so today I'd like to share with you why I do that. The reason of why I do that is today in the West, the term internal has already polluted and mostly misleading. It doesn't mean what it is anymore, and that causes problem. And everybody follow that, we can predict what is going to end up. Okay. Now, internal art. The term internal art. If you look in China, that is called 内功, internal development. And then there's called 内家拳, internal school martial art. Internal school martial art is referred as a brand name, quote unquote, of the allied arts, martial arts, Xingyi, Bagua, Taiji. That's 内家拳, internal house martial arts. 内功 is internal development. Okay? When we refer as internal in the West, if you ask 10 people will tell a different story. However, most will tell you about the Taiji, the Bagua, all this kind, and Qi, those kind of stuff. Well, is it really that is the 1,000 years of the practice or 100 years of the practice of the Chinese? Or it is just refer to the practice of this so-called internal house school, which is coined about 100 years ago. Internal practice, 内功, has to accord to law of physics, biomechanics, the yellow and blue classic. While 内家拳, the internal school martial art practice, is not necessary accord to this. As from here today, we can see that a lot of this so-called internal are really cold. It doesn't fit into physics, it doesn't fit into the yellow and blue classic, it's just all kinds of belief. And that's why I dropped the darn thing. Why do we want to mislead people? Why do we want the people to get into this cultish stuff? And that's why I said it's 613.3. Specifically said what it is, instead of like I said internal and you say, oh yeah, it's internal, but we both have no idea what is internal. We get specific because we need to have a scientific system. Otherwise, it's not going to develop anything. For example, right now we know martial art is about fighting, about combat. And combat have 4 zones. You have the long face zone, which is your kicking and punching in the distance. Now we have which you have about 40 centimeters to 1 meter away between the opponent punching and kicking. Those distance. That's zone 1, what I call it, momentum zone 1. The second zone is the sticking to the body, the fighting in that zone, play with the momentum zone. The third zone is the takedown zone. The fourth zone is the ground zone. This 4 zone of momentum, there's martial arts. Now tell me, what is this so-called internal Qi Jing? Solving the issue of the 4 momentum zone. What does it do? And mostly it doesn't have any relations. People can boast about their qi, their jing, their push hand and everything, but have completely ignorant on the four zone of momentum, which is a real life. That's why you can see so many the sparring or the fight in China, all this internal art guy drop, even at the first zone, compared with the MMA people, because it's get out of the main out of the tangent already. Okay, it's no longer martial art, but God know what it, or heaven know what is it have returned out. So if we don't drop it, just keeping going all around, going around the world, but martial arts. Okay. And another thing is really serious. All this chi stuff, and people will tell you, oh, this is Taoist and blah blah blah. Let me share with you. Many things is the Taoists took a piece out from the Buddha's teaching. Take a piece out without seeing the big picture, okay? And then go by its own. For example, when people say, you want to focus on your dantian, guess where those things, those practices come from? Well, it's actually come from the Buddha's teaching of the contemplations of the skeleton. Chinese call it Bai Gu Guan. Okay, contemplate the skeleton of one's body, and within that teaching, there is a part, for some reason, for some purpose, contemplate the section of the spine behind the navel area. And of course, for that section, you can have some kinds of reactions, because you do something, have something reaction. So the Taoists took that part, and it turned into today's, you focus on the dantian, everything, you are the ultimate and all those kind of stuff, qi and all those kind of stuff. By missing the whole big picture, which the Buddha thought that you do that for particular certain reason, and you want to accomplish a certain thing. Okay? And then if you look at the Buddha's teaching, whenever one feels one is good at one training, that's the time Buddha said, you do something else. Okay? Why? Because when one feels one good at the thing, I feel so good, I can do this, I can, all this thing, one get attached to it. That's why in the practice of Buddhism, when one get into that state, the Buddha said, switch. Okay? You stay there too long, because you become attached to the thing already. It's very different than today. I contemplate. Whether it is real heat or not, you say, I contemplate I focus on my dantian and I generate heat. I feel so good. I have Kung Fu now. I can go boast in the whole goddamn world saying that I have Kung Fu. I have Qi power. Okay? I can sing my Qi. All this bullshit. Okay? Where the proper training from the Buddha teaching is that whenever you attach to that, you better get off. Why? Because right now you start to disrupt. You start to disrupt your proper natural flow of your body. Okay? So we need to drop this. Why do we want to have this kind of thing propagate around the West and screw up people? There's no reason for that. And also for this, people claim that they have this qi, I have this qi and that qi. You look at that, you listen to that, you say, okay, first you attach already, you get problem. The second, you really don't have anything. Because you do not know how to explain to the scientists what it is. If you really have it, you can go to any scientific lab, biofeedback lab and all this lab, and you can measure it directly or indirectly. So don't give me all this chi stuff. Okay? If you cannot be specific, you don't have it. It's just boasting, it's just making a code. Now, let me explain you what happened, okay, in the real practice. In the real practice, it doesn't matter your Buddhism or your Taoism or whatever, I'm talking about proper practice. There are two parts of it. One is the stillness practice. Another one is the wisdom practice. So what is a stillness practice? Stillness practice is like this. Say we have a 10 storage building. The stillness practice is the practice of this body handling, body-mind handling, okay? The stillness practice is like this. If this building is 10 storage building, when I be able to climb to, say, how about the 9th floor, then I have the stillness or capability of handle my mind and body in that level. That's stillness. That's not even wisdom yet. Okay? Now, at the 9th floor, you know, there's this floor. If I go inside there and throw out all the garbage and I make it clean, that is the wisdom part. So first one need to be able to get to the 9th floor and then be able to clean whatever the environment in the 9th floor. Then one have a development of the stillness and the wisdom of the 9th floor. Okay? Got nothing to do with philosophy. Now, let me explain to you what is this stillness in the 9th floor means. It doesn't have to be 9, it can be 1st floor or the 10th floor or so forth. The idea is that you have to get to that level. Okay? It is, for example, the guy who went up to the 9th floor will have the way, be able to handle their body, their mind, their body chemistry at the 9th floor level. The guy who have the wisdom is the guy be able, based on the capability to handle their body, mind, and the body chemistry, to break their thought pattern and concept, which is limiting them or blocking them in the 9th floor level. So you got it? Meaning that anybody who really practice this, if they get, say, to the 3rd floor, meaning that their body, physical body is presented in the 3rd floor, like you go to the elevator, you get up to the 3rd floor, your body is in the 3rd floor. And then you walk into the 3rd floor, you see all those things, the window is being shut and so forth. You open up all the window in the 3rd floor. That is the wisdom. You open up everything, the window and all this thing, anything garbage, you dump it away. If your practice is more advanced, then you maybe go to 9th floor, 100th floor, those kind of things. And in the Buddhism, you get about 52 floor. Okay? So it's not like you're sitting down in the basement and talking bullshit philosophy, and you think, oh, this is Zen, this is Qi, this is Tao. Those are bullshit. Okay? So let me give you an example of really who have a basic practice. And this practice is not even the 2nd floor yet. The most is, you know, you come in and then you get into the 1st floor. It's the 1st floor. Let me tell you what they can do in the 1st floor. For example, if one watch a porno movie, Now I want to use this porno movie because sexual is a nature for human being, right? You go watch a porno movie, so your thought coming in due to the porno movie, your body react, your body chemistry react. Okay? Now, the guy who have the 52 floor, they can go watch the porno movie because they don't attach to it. Okay? Not attached is like what? It's like when you're driving a car, you know the car going through, but you do not pay attention to any one of them. There's mean non-attached. They know everything there, but you know nothing. They don't attach to anything. They don't like anything. They don't like everything. They don't hate everything. It's there. That's called non-attached. Though the guy on the 52 floor know exactly. Okay. If this girl is pretty or this guy is pretty or handsome, they know, but they just don't attack it. It's just like when you drive a car. The car is red, the car is black, the car is a silver color, this is a BMW, this is a Ferrari. No, but does not attach to it. Does not attach. Okay? Non-attached doesn't mean that you try to force yourself away. Oh, this is a Ferrari. Oh, Ferrari. And, oh, no, I shouldn't think about it. Try to break away or detach. Whenever who say detach is already indication that they don't know what the heck they are talking about. Detach and attach is in the same level. Attach on something, detach, okay? Just pull or push. Attach and detach is just pull or push. While not attach meaning while whatever is whatever, okay? Whether I like the yellow Ferrari in front of me, which is attached, or I say, well, I shouldn't think about the pretty girls at the car in front of me. I should stop myself. Let's try to detach it. They're still fighting that. But non-attached meaning, okay, I know she's blonde. I know she's pretty, have a sexy body. She drove a Ferrari. It's okay. It's not attached. So the guy in 52 floor, like the Buddha level, you know, but doesn't have this reaction even they watch a porno movie. Now, the guy who is in the first floor, like us, watch a porno movie and suddenly get carried away. Oh, this is a pretty sexy lady, hot lady, or this is a hot guy, okay? Now, at that instant, the guy who have the first floor development, if they want to stop the whole thing, this is what they can do. Remember the stillness, and remember the wisdom. Now they're going to the stillness, their development. The first thing is they get into their practice. Say the thought there, which is creating the body reactions, the chemistry, like I want to have sex with this movie star. Okay, that thought there, it continues on. That's why your body have all this body chemistry, erection, and so forth, Okay, that thought stream, instead of they try to detach it, it's already attached. Instead of detach it, they can drop that thought. Dropping that thought meaning that do not give it energy anymore. So the thought die off by itself. Decay, die off by itself. Okay? Now, when the thought decay and die off by itself, it get into the awareness state. Okay? Now, when it get to the awareness state and settle there, that's the first thing, because the source is from that thought. I want to have sex with this movie star. This is hot movie actress. Okay, so they just they drop it, meaning that they do not continue giving energy to support this thought, and the thought die off. So they have right now, and then they'll get into this awareness state. Okay, the thought is dying off. Okay, so it's out of the picture. However, at that state. The mind can go very fast. The body chemistry is there. You can experience this, right? When you get mad, really, really mad, you can say, well, I don't want to get mad anymore. I know you, or you think something else. Okay, you think something else. So your anger go away, but guess what? I mean, your mind, the thought of anger go away, but guess what? Your body chemistry is really, really tough because it's just like twisting, screwing around, okay? So the guy with the stillness on the first floor, the first they can drop the thought, do not give the energy, and then they can recite or rest their body and mind and the body chemistry in a neutral gear where it let the body chemistry decay off and balance itself off. It takes some time. Okay? That's why in the ancient story you see that when a person in that such and such stage, they just sit in meditation and then everything go away. That's how it is. So there's two parts of it. Okay? The second part of it, even the thought is no longer there, the source of the issue is no longer there, the body is still, it takes times for your body to adjust. You need to let it resolve itself. And you need to have the Kung Fu be able, or the development be able to at that level so that the body be able to settle. Okay, now, you talk about Qi. Big deal about Qi. The most easy way to talk about Qi is your body chemistry. When you watch a porno movie, your mind triggers this body chemistry. That means your body chemistry, meaning your Qi, is activated now and run by itself. If you really have Qi Gong, like we talk about this first level, only first floor type of development, can you be able to go down there and say, hey, I want my body chemistry to settle, and you settle it? Like the analogy just now was saying that you go watch a porno movie, when it get up and high, you drop the thought, you don't want to give it energy, you don't fight with it, okay? And then you say, okay, my body chemistry is screwed up now. I want it to be normal again, instead of having this erection and all this kind of thing, horny feeling, everything. I just go. Get into the state and let it resolve. That is Qigong. That is the very basic of Qigong. It's not all this bullshit, I have this hot sensation go here and there, and then you say, I get this Qi, the Western scientists cannot explain. That's the baloney. The guy who really have that, they can go into any science lab and then you plug up, measure your brain wave, your body chemistry, and all kinds of measurement, biofeedback, you can have it today. You let them watch a porno movie and get him out into the state and the body reaction, everything, and let them step by step drop the mind, drop the thought, and then settle their body. You can measure that. Okay, measure what happened with the body chemistry and so forth, so forth. Only then you say, well, I have Qigong, I have Qi handling, I have the energy handling, because I can let it settle as I need. That is energy, Qi, meridians, handling. Okay? Without that, you must be kidding. Okay? So all this, well, I want to sing Qi, my Dan Tian and Fa Jing. Do you know what the heck you're talking about? So that's the reason why I don't want to talk about this thing. And as for the wisdom part, remember the first floor we were talking just now, the stillness, and you can handle your body, mind, and energy. Okay? Body chemistry. The wisdom is, at the first floor you will be able to see, oh yeah, this window is the curtain is on, so I want to open up, you know, the curtain, remove the curtain so I can see far away. So it's like wisdom is very simple. It's like scientific. Okay, when you see the cause and effect is not proper, and for example, there are 4 zones of fighting, and when somebody tell you about the qi, the internal, the jing, xing qi to dan tian, everything, and then you look at it, hey guys, it doesn't sum up. Okay, so I'm asking, how do you handle the momentum in this 4 zone? And you keeping telling me this internal qi, and then your grandmaster have this and everything. It doesn't solve anything on my 4 zone, which I want to know what is going on. So that is a scientific and is based on cause and effect, right? Now we talk about the first floor of wisdom, the basic wisdom, who really practice this so-called internal development. They look at that, they say, hey sir, sorry, you didn't answer my questions. And you drop it. Instead of, you know what? You go back and question the guy, tell you, why the hell you talk about this 4 zone? Why do you insult my lineage? Why do you insult all the guys who practice internal? What? Really? Is that people insult internal, or you not be able to see your own brain blockage, your thinking pattern blockage and your conceptual blockage or limitations? Okay? So that is how wisdom is about. Be able to see the cause effect and be able to drop it. When this is not, it's not. Okay, you can tell me, I want to practice this Xiulin Tao for 10 years with all this mind power and every power. And I ask you, hey sir, the MMA guy is fighting in 4 momentum zone and have all this training. What is this mind power got to do with that? Well, the guy who is scientific or have the first floor of wisdom will say, yeah, it doesn't match up. It doesn't solve the whole thing, right? So let's drop this internal stuff. But the guy who doesn't have it will keeping argue about the entire thing, and the whole world is wrong, only they are right. So seriously, to being scientific is fitting to Buddha's teaching. That is the first level of wisdom. So if you want to talk about internal development, first, it is scientific. You'll be able to prove that. Will you be able to drop your thought and then settle your body chemistry? The second, will you be able to see that, hey, internal do not solve the 4 zone problem. Because what is this doing this Phục Sao? This Phục Sao with all this mind power and everything is got to do or be able to solve that 4 momentum zone issue. Tell me, how does it contribute directly? Okay? So you see those things. Whatever need to be dropped, you need to drop. Okay? I can tell you, if you do this Phục Sao properly with your attention and so forth, so you'll be able to handle your body better. But you still need to learn the 4 momentum zone, because this thing is just saying that you can have your body, you can handle your body better. It is far indirect. It's not direct solutions to how to handle the 4 zone. That's called wisdom. And everybody can do that. That's scientific. But then when you get the code, no. This, you do this. Mind power, Xiulin Tao, and you solve everything. Okay? That's become a code already. It is not scientific, it's no cause and effect. It even violating, as what I'm talking about just now. You have a stillness and you have the the wisdom developed at every level, and it go up and high. Okay, one floor per floor, and that's why I say Buddhism have 52, and we are not even the first floor yet. So following scientific is a problem. Okay. So this is to share with you what is the facts, and whoever have that development, the first floor, second floor, third floor, have more and more handling on themselves. Okay, that is a fact. It's easy? No, it's not easy. You practically, you need like the monk, Buddhist monk, the real one, the real practice Buddhist monk, not the just talking philosophy, guru, those kind of stuff. It's 24 hours watching themselves, even in the sleep, in the dream, they're watching themselves until that level. Of course, in the beginning, they not be able to do that, but after a while, they practice. There's all kinds of practice there. Okay. Even though maybe they cannot watch them in their sleep, but they need to do certain things to put themselves into a certain stability state, so that they cannot go off the tangent, those kind of stuff. So one thing in Zen, if you cannot handle your sleep, how can you handle your death? And there's techniques. That's why they call it, there's a samadhi power. Samadhi power is not come from nonsense, that you sit down there and doing nothing. Samadhi power is come from, as what I explained to you, every floor is going up. Okay. So this is to share with you. Hopefully that you see clearly what it is. And often that what you read and what you heard is not what it is. I have to spend a lot of years going visit and going examine, observe those who practice really. Okay. And we don't want to mislead people. Science, East and West, they are one, because we don't live in different worlds. Okay. So this is for you today.